that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Mary Sports provides you with Yaya Berete will score from the 27th minute of the game. And in the 32 minutes, we have a cancellation from the man Emmanuel Gabli, who put 3, giving them the advantage and giving them the championship. The game was competitive between B Mountain and Heaven 11. That was a game to watch, and everyone at the stadium yesterday saw some form of brilliance from the side of Heaven 11, from the side of B Mountain. Seth Britain was shown as well as Team Britain's collective efforts was shown. What happened to the Liberia on today? We have to meet Malawi, and we have to meet Malawi on today by 4 p.m. Liberia will lock home with Malawi, continuing that quest for the qualification for the FIFA World Cup qualifier. So we hope to see the Liberia have a win today, which will give a little hope to the team. Hoping for the loss from Equatorial Guinea, they will have that chance to be spotted at the World Cup after being qualified to the round. That if they make the mark felt at the playoff, Liberia will be represented at the World Cup 2026. So we hope to see that our nation, our country, the football require preparedness, and football requires support, adequate support. So comparing your side with Malawi, and there are a lot of variables, probabilities for, and there are a lot of variables, probabilities for running that in terms of how Malawi deal with that team, in terms of support, players' arrears or player incentives to be given. Unlike Liberia, we have to hold our player for 2-3 times after they play the game. Sometimes they don't even pay them. Sometimes they leave them on credit. I will refer to it yet in Liberia. Administrative issues, players' issues, are not even willing to play. On our past game with Tunisia, we didn't see our captain much. We didn't see nothing much from them. We have to see them putting up that smart, putting Liberia on the map, putting Liberia up, that we, the red, white, and blue, that we dearly believe that we'll be able to prove out to the Osprey. But for me, I don't see a win from Liberia today. I don't see Liberia winning surrounding that relation. MTL Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive. not penetrating in terms of the possession, in terms of the finishing touches. We kick the ball in our half instead of kicking it into. Tomi is not the issue for the national team of Liberia. Tomi is not the issue for the national team of Liberia. In terms of, we know there are some administrative issues surrounding this failure over the years. With the coach of his tactical approach, like in usual of his tactical approach, like in usually talk about when we consider it, talk about tactical approach. We need to move. We need to move forward. We need to keep the ball at the edge of our opponents, instead of just keeping the ball to ourselves. So Tomi Songo to see our players standing up for that cost. That yes, indeed, though our country has relied on meeting on our demands, but because of the love that we have for this, you need to push. You need to move. It hasn't been shown over the years. It happened for Liberia. When you were first call were placed to you, you said, yes, I will come. You accepted. You come for the country. What can he put in the all? He was not even playing like a defender, wanting to keep the ball to himself, not distributing the ball, while we have Brian Fakoli just waiting for the ball at the front. We need to play low. We need to play low style. This style need to shine. We have the low style changes that are some play that the changes that are some play that is just not in line with what you guys used to. But let's play. Let's try to adapt. Let's try to play like we are playing with our all. So Africa and Nigeria will be playing. We see all on the television. ESPN, they are arguing about it. Also, Africa is a very good team. Nigeria is a very good team. What have been your forward man? We need to think beyond the box, Liberia. We need to fight. Players, please, let's play with our all. Let's play like we play for ourselves in our nation. Because when the team wins, it's a plus for you as a person. It's not about who score. It's about the team. Sometimes you guys be very selfish. Please, few hours to go. Few hours to go. We'll go back to the pitch against another country. Will we have to see the win? Will we win? Will we put out a great fight? Please, it can happen. Nothing is hard. That's football. We can do it. If other countries around can do it, what about Liberia? Scoring breed of players. Likewise, we need to think beyond the box. We need to fight. We need to fight for our country. This is why you have chosen. Play with your all. If this is done, our country name will be seen, will be known outside. Please, Liberia. So there's no team that is currently in Kigali, Uganda, and they concede another defeat again. It seems that they are continuing their defeat run, which I think is just not good for the team. So we'll read free comments on the man Enders Gopa is saying, my frustration with the Lone Star team, imagine paying 1,800 LD in Tessafe from Ganta to Red Light. Tessafe broke down in the middle of the they will surely beat or draw in Liberia to keep our qualification hope alive. Only to see our own Lone Star to be defeated or beaten. Frustrating after the game due to the crowdedness of the place. I didn't even know how my cross bike that I had, my transportation. Yeah, Lone Star will rise one day. Look at the frustration. Look at all of the narration from this guy from Gantad, paying your way from Gantad, car broke down to the SKD Stadium right before your own eye with the hope that Liberia will at least draw with South Africa 0-0, but we got defeated to South Africa 2-1. With the hope, we even bet thousands of dollars. We even sacrifice our lives. Yeah. So we need to pray. We have prayed. We need to pray. And we have to pray. But likewise, the players themselves need to be waiting. But the players need to be waiting. They need to accept the fact that they have been called to play for their country. They need to accept the fact that they have been called to play for their nation, for the colors. That they have been called to play for the white, white, and blue. If you accepted that, definitely, my brother, you need to play with your all. Testa, Elua Leonard, Fakoli, you guys need to play. Bryant, put in the all. Not to swim. You guys, Nelson Laomi, the net. What can we do? Will Liberia remain at this? Or we have to move to another level? Or things have to change? We have to turn it down the national team. The governor even want to support the national team. And the player are not playing. So it gave them reason of not even giving to the national team more. It gave them more reason of not even want to take that dime or put it onto the national team. This is quite frustrating. Players, let's put in our all. On this note, we are wait 4 o'clock, and I believe that what the brother from Ganta said, Liberia will rise one day. One day we'll have a new dimension, a new know-how about our players. But today, I don't see a but it's football. It's football. Things can happen. Things can change. If we lost to Tunisia, we can beat Malawi. We can beat Malawi. Please, let's put in our all. If that can be done, Liberia will move to another level. On this note, let's go for this break. When we come back, we'll break you some happenings on yesterday.
Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Pins. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For basic
So welcome back. Let's bring you update from the angle of the Liberia Basketball Association. As you may be aware, our U16 Afro Basket U16 Championship, and Liberia continues their defeat run. On yesterday, Liberia got defeated to Egypt. We got another defeat after being defeated first into our first encounter. So it's something that we just need to look out aside from the national team of, in terms of football or soccer that you may refer to it, our team as well from the angle of basketball are just not performing as well. Liberia U16 fall short of the U15 match of FIBA U16 Afro Basket Tournament, the national championship. Are not proving well. They are not making another step forward, and things are not working for them as it is. Hope that they'll have to play the next match. But as it stands, things are not working for our boys to continue to concede at the hands of Egypt and Mali. So would they have to play still, or the teams, the keyboard, the basketball, the football team are just not proving well. So on this note, let's take it and take it. Penalty kick at the Battle Mass Champion Cup. And you saw that was the second player for B Mountain. And that one was just weak on his part. I wonder what he was thinking. Goalkeeper from Heaven Levy. It's good in terms of his goalkeeping. When it comes to this sport of the game, he always proved himself. He did it against Global Farmer and now against B Mountain. And you see that though we have the goalkeeper from B Mountains on 3 of their possible kick, and the last one from the man Pee Wee Bestman, we have to feeble it. And then Heaven 11 collected the first ever win, that is a knockout edition of the Battle Mass Champion Cup. And they claimed it at the hand of B Mountain. They put out a better fight from the beginning of the competition. We had Heaven 11 winning their first 2 games in the group stage, and they went on and got defeated to B Mountain in the other match, which they qualified to the next stage of the competition. And that was just kind of weak. In the grand final, they defeated Heaven 11 in the group stage. But when it came to this sport, it was quite unfortunate. So that the goalkeeper from they were just not onto the task that resulted into B Mountain being defeated. Frustrating time from the boys of B Mountain. The goalkeeper was just a fun time. One was saying our Liberian, he was eating shoe. That's how it was. It was quite dramatic. Brilliant save as well from the man, Jaja. The Jaja Heaven 11. And that was Otoso Jassy. Missed out to the guys from Baby. I love the way he went to it. And it was brilliantly taken. So that I think we need to be a little bit faster of this. Yeah. That was just another goal for Heaven 11. Yeah, it was quite taken well. He's an experienced player, though, playing the league over years, went out and came back to Liberia wearing a 7 shirt for Heaven 11. Much is expected for him. And that was just a brilliant one for him. And great one for him as well. And that was the captain of B Mountain, Fetcher Dennis, who won the most valuable player of the tournament. There were not much awards given at the tournament with the exception of most valuable player. There was no best goalkeeper. There was no best defenders. Highest goal scorer was not given as well. And he missed it. Yeah, he hit the bye. It was quite frustrating for that player. just being introduced into this competition. And saved 2, 1 hit the bag. That was 3 on the side of B Mountain. And that was Pee Wee Bestman, and it go wide, very wide. I wonder what he was thinking about. It was quite frustrating for him. Then his head down with confident of having it in the net. Went to it and go wide. Frustrating. There were the final one from Joe Blow, former Leicester FC player, and have it very well. That was the final kick of Heavy Levy and the final kick of the competition that led to Heavy Levy winning championship. You saw that brilliant, excellent. Heavy Levy fought a good fight from the beginning of the competition. At the end, conceding a single defeat to Beat Mountain, and they have to meet Beat Mountain at the final of the game. And then this time around, they say, no, we will not bow to the Martinians boys. The boys from Cape Mount County cannot win all in this final. They have a great fight. They have a very good start of the competition. Braden final, one would say, you notice that there were new happenings in terms of the presentation of awards, even the very award, the way they were giving. It was kind of strange in our Liberian League. The presentations, the medals, the trophy, also the certificate given as well. It was kind of very much special for that part of the tournament. My worry about this competition, after the 3 years of aspiration of this deal, will better match continue this competition. My hope that this competition to continue because it will give the league a face, make the league more competitive, void of match facing. Just imagine at an 8th place, 1 to 13th place on the league, 1 to 9th place, and are playing the men to 13th place. The men with the 9th place, when having the loss of the men to 13, definitely that man out to 9th place will go to 8th place. Definitely he qualify for the Better Match Championship. On this note, you will have the man which to 8th place, making sure that he maintain his position and finish in the top 8 of the competition in order to go for the championship. So to have this league continuous, or this league having to be every year until dark come, will have great improvement in our leagues. We'll have great improvement. I hope that Better Match can also take down to the level of the Upper Women League. Let me say 6 teams to qualify for the Upper Women League will have to participate in the Better Match Championship. It will go back to the second league. I would say 6 teams as well. We have to participate. The first league, 8 teams. I'm just making a recommendation. That would be very good as well. Give all of our leagues competition, and you'll see everyone will be serious. Everyone will put in that time. They will not be relenting in terms of the finishing of the league. At times when the league is about to end in Liberia, if you know very well, you cannot win the championship. Sometimes people give game out. People refuse to turn out for games. People refuse to, we say turn out for you to honor that games, and points have been given out. Though they will be punished for that, but with the inception of the Better Match Champions Cup, definitely teams, they will be able to defend their position very well. There will be high competition in the league. We have new breed of teams that are just being promoted to the second league, new breed of teams being promoted as well to the first league, the leg of Gallonsville, the leg of Downtown, also be promoted. Wodogisi FC be promoted to the first league. We give them that thing, oh, I want to participate. Though it's my first time. We have Discovery, first time going to the first league and finish at the 3rd spot in the league. It's possible that Downtown can also do the same. We can also have Wologisi doing the same. Or Gallentsville can do the same as well, which will help them to participate in the Champion Cup, the Battle Mass Champion Cup. Or we can have some teams as well who also got promoted to the second league. The leg of Golden Dream, the leg of Paris FC, Winton, and Susa FC. Those teams can also put on a great fight. Great fight. Who knows if the Battle Mass can come down to the second league and say we have to do this, we have to do that to promote the league, to make the league competitive, make the league strong, bring new face to the league. I know this competition is all about bringing Battle Mass, and they have put on very good. I noticed something on yesterday. The brands were quite different for other sponsors of our league in terms of how they presented the trophies, in terms of how they presented the players to the spectators. One would say that many Club World Cup final where you have to call the players one after the other, you have to call the team, and then everyone will give hand of applause for the players. It was quite great, excellent, brilliant, and I think the continuation of this will give other kids who wanting to play football, who see what we have been taking over the year that there's nothing in football in Liberia, and there is nothing we can gain when we try to put our whole time to play football. They can be able to come back to the game and be able to play the game because of the new developments that have come into the game in terms of how Battle Mass are supporting, in terms of the RFA new development, the talent development scheme program, in terms of the FIFA Forward project, in terms of new trainings of officials, training of referees, also having some tutorial for players, teaching them the laws of the game, which will also help. And the referees as well, learning the game on the daily basis. As you may be aware, FIFA have approved that the new offside rules will be the player entire body will be outside. That's the only way it will be an offside. The entire body of a player will be offside. That's the only way it will be an offside. Because the player shot his arm, his hand, his boot is outside, then you say the player is outside. FIFA have said, no, we have to agree now that the entire body of the player will be outside before it becomes an offside. See, it has been approved by FIFA. So we hope our Liberian Football Association referees will have to adopt that kind of system. We have to apply that as well, which will help us to compete with other people, to help us to compete with other leagues around the world to help Liberia to grow. We have a lot of experience in our country when it comes to the game, but our commitment to the game in terms of support, in terms of league performance, we have set brilliant players. Thank you to Battle Mass. I personally, Elijah Pine, I want to say thank you to Battle Mass for that kind of new development in what they put out, in what they do. I hope this will continue in years to come. Years in, years out, they will continue. And like the Football Association president said, this will serve as a challenge to other companies, the Lone Star Cell, Orange Liberia, Winners, Doors Bet. It will serve as a challenge to them as well to also come and invest, to provide that corporate social responsibility, like Battle Mass is doing, providing corporate social responsibility in the communities, providing corporate social responsibility with players, with teams, corporate social responsibility with the LFA. I think that Winners can also do that. DOSBET can also do that. Lone Star Cell can also do that. Orange Liberia can also do that, which will help our league to improve, will help our community to grow, help our community as well to develop. So on this note, we have Thursday. This Thursday, we'll have the Pinsville Sub Association Awards Night. Pinsville Sub Association will be having an awards night. And this awards night will include awarding of best players, best coach, best fan of the year, best team of the year, and as well as best referees will be given an award. I think this kind of initiative is very important for our league. And let me say kudos to the Pinsday Association coordinators, the association organizers for thinking beyond the box and trying to think in this dimension to be able to help develop our players, make our players strong. Because when these awards are given, it gives players the chance to do extra, to move, to do the extraordinary, to prove beyond expectations. Because they know at the end of the year, they'll have something to achieve. They have something to the world to be given to. We hope to see that. We hope to see that these kind of awards would not just be Pinsville, but people from Sincourt can also do that. Gallongsville can also have people from Sino, Grand Cape Mount, Maryland, Nema, Lofa, Bonk, Grand Bassa can just have that, which will help our team, will help the players, the league, the local league, the community league. Well, let us try to award our players. When you award them, you also give them challenge. I want to win this one. But what we have seen so far, I need to do the extra. But one player to watch out for in the Liberian League that we all at the Berete 2025 season has been so instrumental. Jaya Berete 2025 season has been so instrumental that one would say it's a possibility of maintaining the MVP, which no most valuable player have done over the year. We hope to see Yaya Berete maintaining the most valuable. He came as a runner or in the first division league, his team, and putting out burdens in his performance. He also won the Most Waro County District League with his team, and he participated in the Islamic Cup and won the Islamic Cup with Team Berete. He also won the Better Mass Champion Cup. 4 different awards, 4 different achievements in a year, which gave him the ability or the advantage of becoming the MVP for the second time. I'm not saying he's the MVP, but with all of this achievement, with his presence as a captain of these teams, it's a possibility of maintaining the MVP. On this note, we have to go to women. Game will be on tomorrow, same time, bringing you the happening on Sports Extra. I've been here. My name is Elijah Pine. Bye-bye.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now